this is Tony Baca.
This is Ed Bowen.
Safety Director Ed Bowen, moving forward into 2023, primary contact. Ed and I just got done with 2 meetings this morning, and we would like to continue these meetings. There's a handy dandy text that goes along with this week's safety steps, and unfortunately it's on incident reporting. We are not talking about accidents here, we are talking about incident reporting. And the reason that we're talking about incident reporting is because there's typically property damage, equipment damage, labor costs associated with these incidents that are occurring. For instance, this morning, we had a suspended board on a 30-story building. The base work platform was flipped up by high winds, sending a wire rope cable going through the motor all the way down to a parking lot below and scratching 5 or 6 vehicles that we are now responsible to fix. So there is a cost associated with this, and there could be a blemish with the owner and client. The sooner that Ed and I and Fred Berglund know about this, because policy here at Berglund is 15 minutes. When an occurrence such as this happens, we need to know about it so that we can respond, take photos, take statements, witness statements, find out what that occurrence was and what damage control we may have to do moving forward. The second scenario that we discussed this morning was a supervisor was pulled off of his job for an emergency response project and left his second in charge, and that individual buried a boom lift on a project in the soils at a public library on the high end of things, and their landscaping is like a golf course. So the client's disappointed in the fact that we damaged their landscaping extensively, and we will receive an invoice for that. But then also, did we do any damage to the boom lift? We did end up cracking some sidewalk pieces that we're going to have to redo, and it took 4 or 5 of our tradesmen a spell to pull that boom lift out of that rut. And here's what they did. They reacted. Rather than thinking about what they were doing, they reacted by trying to pull the boom lift out with another lift. And they were using nylon straps when they should have been using steel chokers. And do we really use a lift to pull out a lift? So there's a lot of things when you're looking at a root cause analyzation of these 2 incidences that Ed and I are talking about that could have further gone wrong. And we should really think about how we're going to get a buried lift out of soils with maybe a truck of sorts, like a tow truck, not a pickup truck, not a lull, not a bobcat, not another scissors lift. But I would like for you to reflect on this handy dandy text this week. Incident reporting is like accident reporting. We need to know about it sooner rather than later. These incidences that Ed and I are talking about this morning, we literally didn't know about for 4 days after they had occurred. We want to know in a timely manner, 15 minutes, at least the day that it occurs, so that we can do property damage assessments, client relationship mentoring, and also contact the respective parties such as a Carroll Hall, who will now resolve a lot of these on the monetary side. So let's take this into consideration, incident reporting. We will follow up every single incident that requires monetary monies going to owners, clients, and equipments with an in-house meeting. Project manager, president of restoration or downtown office, safety, the on-site supervisor, and then anybody else involved in that incident. These meetings need to take place in a short time frame once they occur so that we can get to the meat and guts of what in the world happened. Let's have a safe day. Let's have a safe week. Thank you.
Thank you.